What up, world? Welcome to a new episode of BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am BrandonJaneau. Like always on all podcast platforms everywhere. BrandonJaneauShow. Social media. Instagram, Threads, BrandonJaneau. Facebook, The BrandonJaneauShow. And of course, TikTok, BrandonJaneauShow. Go follow me on all of those social media platforms. I would appreciate it very, very much if you did. Really, what you go though is the YouTube channel, BrandonJaneauShow. Helps in the algorithm if you like the vids, like the shorts. Yeah. Comment. I try to comment back if I see the comments. Everything, man. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. This is, of course, wrestling life. Oh yeah. Craziness has ensued. Um, I talk about wrestling. Let's just get this shit out the way. AJ Lee is officially back. Now, last week I said there is no way, possible way, that you see what you saw last Monday at Paris, at the Clash of Paris, and AJ Lee would not be CM Punk's answer to the Becky Lynch situation. Friday night in Chicago, it fucking happened. It happened. Chicago, Friday night, it happened. It really, really happened. AJ Lee is officially back in the WWE. It's been a decade since she's laced up Chuck Taylors and got in the ring. And we don't have to wait any longer because she will be, for the first time ever, in a actual real match this upcoming next Saturday, September 20th. Yeah, next Saturday, September 20th, with her husband CM Punk to take on the husband and wife tandem of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. That match officially got announced last night. It is officially happening at WrestlePalooza. They're stacking the shit out this show, by the way. They are, boy, I'll talk about that in a minute. Lord have mercy. But they are stacking that show. Lord have mercy. How do I feel about AJ Lee's coming back? Everybody's been talking about it. Everybody's been going crazy. Everybody's been going nuts. Listen, this is how I feel, man. If you did not grow up in the 2000, 12, 13, 14, 15 years of wrestling, then you do not know the nostalgia feeling of seeing an AJ Lee back, man. I remember her storyline with Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler and CM Punk and Kane and Daniel Bryan. I remember her getting Daniel Bryan blaming her for getting the World Heavyweight Championship taken from him by Sheamus, getting kicked in the face in 27 seconds at WrestleMania. I remember all of that shit, man. And then when she became a part of the CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Kane, the triangle, whatever the fuck you want to call it, for the WWE Championship, which, by the way, they broke off, Daniel Bryan and Kane did, and formed Team Hell No. And CM Punk went on to become the WWE Champion and was really and that was his 434-day run. She was a part of all of that shit, man. One of the best matches in that you will see is particularly the Money in the Bank match between Daniel Bryan and CM Punk in 2012. Was it 2012 or 2013? I can't remember. 2012. When Daniel Bryan and CM Punk had the no disqualification match and AJ Lee was the special guest referee. Like, you watch that match and you just like, damn, that's a really good fucking match. Everything about that whole situation. So her being back, it brings back a memory where we all kind of was like, wrestling's not bad, man. It's in a good place. She brings that memory back. Was she the greatest wrestler, women's wrestler of all time? No. We're not gonna sit up here and pretend like she was just this game changing women's wrestler. Like she could just go out there like Io Sky and fucking do things like that. Oh, Stephanie Verker. No, she wasn't. She wasn't like that. But what AJ was different. In a time period where everybody was trying to be the same, everybody was trying to get on Total Divas, everybody was trying to be on the magazine covers and all that other shit. AJ Lee was one of the rare few that could actually wrestle. People forget she was the longest reigning Divas champion until they gave it to Nikki Bella because they wanted to replace her record. Like, people forget that. Like, AJ Lee was the longest reigning Divas champion at one point, and then they took it from her because she left the company. Because that's how fucking vindictive Vince McMahon was. Kind of rings a bell, don't it, AEW fans, with Tony Khan, don't it? But she was one of the longest reigning Divas champions of all fucking time. Like, bro, like AJ Lee was that shit, bro. Like, and like I said, at a time where everybody was trying to be on Total Divas and all this other shit, she was the one that wasn't. She was actually trying to make women's wrestling a standout on a show every day and every week and every time she was on TV. You wanted to see her get that opportunity to wrestle the actual women that deserved it. She didn't have the best to work with. That's like, let's be real. She just didn't have the best to work with. And if you ask me, I think she's gonna fit more in this time period than Nikki Bella does. Like, if you really want to be honest, I think she's gonna fit better in this time period than Nikki Bella. And it's not a shot at Nikki. I think Nikki Bella is, like last night, it just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think AJ Lee's gonna fit better in this time period than Nikki Bella does because I think her style actually fits this era better. I don't know how long this contract is. They say it's multiple years. Let's see. Uh, our first rivalry is with Becky Lynch, who's probably one of the best female wrestlers in the business today. When she goes down on accolades, and it's not me just saying this. It's Sports Illustrated. Because that's the truth, man. Like, this is the best person to be in the ring with. If you're gonna come back and have a match with someone and have a rivalry with somebody, I'd rather have that rivalry with Becky Lynch. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do that, it's like a lot of people probably say, "Oh, Charlotte." Nah, it's Becky. Like, Becky actually gives you enough where you can actually she benefits and you benefit. The promos with her and Nikki Bella were great. The reason why the match was so goddamn bad is because Nikki Bella hadn't wrestled for a decade, nigga. The fuck, like she ain't wrestled for like 8 years. Like, you put her in a title match at fucking Clash of Paris, and it sucked. Like, that's just the facts, man. Like, so yeah, man. I think AJ Lee being back, her making the history that she made on just her return alone is great. I can't wait to see what this match is going to look like. This is your main event, by the way. Everybody's going to ask the question, what's your main event, WrestlePalooza? This is the actual story. This is the actual story that people actually give a fuck about. It's actually a match that actually makes sense to main event. The Usos and the Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed shit don't make sense. I don't care. It's going to be a great tag team match, but I do not care. It should not main event. I love John Cena, Brock Lesnar, cool. That should not main event. It shouldn't fucking main event. It shouldn't fucking main event. That's ridiculous. Um, if Cody Rhodes actually does have a match at WrestlePalooza, you have no story. You have no story, and I cannot sit here and tell you that Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre should main event WrestlePalooza. That's ridiculous. This is the only match that makes actual logical sense to actually main event WrestlePalooza. This is it. This is the only match that makes actual logical sense. It's a story. It's going to continue after WrestlePalooza. CM Punk is not stopping to go get. He's going to go get the title from Seth Rollins, and Becky and AJ Lee are going to break off and have their own little story. That is the point of it all. That should be the main event. Done. Okay. First of all, I don't know what's going on with Stephanie McCur. She hasn't been on TV in like the last couple of weeks. Um, she making incredible TikToks, like just incredible. But her not being there last night is like that's a fucking red flag. I don't know what people are thinking. Like, that's a red flag for me personally. You're only 2 weeks out before this PLE. Next week is the last week. Next week is literally the last Raw, and then that Saturday is WrestlePalooza. What is going on? What is going on? She's not on TV. I don't know what happened. Anybody knows what's going on with Stephanie? I have no idea. Is it a visa? What is going on? That's not good. Now, granted, Io and Stephanie are going to go out there and they're going to have an incredible fucking match. I put my money on that. They're going to kill. The problem with that is that it's hard to invest in somebody that isn't on TV. This is why I say Io needs to win the belt. You can't put the saddle on Stephanie, man. You just can't. I get that she's in a storyline with. Here's the thing: to cover their ass, what did they do last night? They had Nikki Bella be part of the storyline now with Rhea in the Kabuki Warriors because they need to move Io out of that story for a second because you can't rely on that story. You can't rely on Io being a part of that story right now, especially if she's going to win the title. That does not make sense. They covered their ass. People think that Nikki Bella and Oscar just having a match was just a one like, oh, now they just had a match. No, they covered their ass. They did it because they know Io's going to win the belt. They need somebody to fill that spot because Io's going to be the champion. And until they can actually put Io back in that storyline as the champion, it doesn't make sense to have her be a part of that storyline right now. Nikki Bella, on the other hand, has nothing to do. She's in a situation where AJ Lee is now preoccupying Becky Lynch's time, and you have nothing to do with that. Kill two birds with one stone. Why don't we? Jey Uso. Listen, man. Do you kill the golden goose? See, everybody's excited about this. What he did last night to LA Knight, because everybody's like, oh man, he's about to turn into OTC, old Roman Reigns, OG Bloodline, Jey Uso. He's about to crash the fuck out. That's great if you actually have the right plan in place. What's the plan in place? Is Jey the backup plan? Are we always circling back to Jey and Roman to see who wins the Ula Fala? If that's the case, then I'm very intrigued by this situation. But if not, in the short term, you're about to kill a golden goose, which means you better be very goddamn prepared for people to be like, just immediately turn on Jey and just don't want shit to do with him. You better be goddamn ready for that. I love to have the Usos back on TV. That's incredible because Jay's promos by himself sucks. Jay promos by himself, he sucks. He's not good. He can't play a face. I think it's officially now here. We can say this now. He cannot play a face to save his fucking life. He can't do it. He needs to be Crash Out Jey Uso. That's when his promos actually feel real. That's when his promos actually feel fucking real. Like it feels like he actually is trying to say something that relates to everybody. Like, okay, cool. But if Jay is about to turn into kind of like old Jey Uso, which is kind of like very untrustworthy, he didn't trust Sammy. Okay, first of all, let me rewind everybody back to why he didn't trust Sammy. Roman and Sammy had a conversation in the locker room. The Usos couldn't make it past customs in Canada. So Sammy was telling Roman, I got your back tonight, when I think Drew McIntyre and Roman was feuding. The Usos couldn't make it. So Roman was out there talking crazy about Roman was just sitting there like, yeah. And Sammy was like, yeah, because I keep trying to tell Jay, but he's a hothead, man. He just loses it. What the hell's wrong with him? And Roman was like, yeah, Jay is a hothead. Jay do be losing it. And so the next time you saw them on camera, that's why Jay was like, fuck Sammy. People forget that. Like, that's why Jay had that energy towards Sammy. Like, he was, because Sammy was telling him about, like, it was like, my nigga, like, he's like, yeah, like, Jay's a hothead. I be trying to tell Jay, like, he ain't got to do all that. And Roman was like, yeah, Jay is a bit of a hothead. Like, so he had a reason for why he didn't trust Sammy. Sammy was talking reckless about this man, like on camera, bro. Like people forget that for some apparent reason. Like I don't know why y'all forget that part. Like people like, Jay just didn't trust Sammy. No, nigga, Sammy was talking reckless about this man, bro. Like he was talking crazy. And to his cousin, bro, to the tribal chief. Like, yeah, I probably crashed the fuck out on Sammy too. The fuck, nigga, who the fuck is you? Telling this man my bitch. Like, what the fuck wrong with you, bro? Like, if I was you, I'd probably handle Jay a little bit differently because he just crashing the fuck out. I be trying to tell him chill. Roman's like, yeah, Jay do be doing shit like that. Like, people forget that. That's why he don't fuck with. That's why Jay crashed the fuck out on Sammy so much because Sammy was like trying to put himself in the bloodline business when he should have never been in it at first. It all played out for the best, but that's why Jay had that feeling towards Sammy, bro. This is why I say killing the golden goose. Are you ready for Jay to go back to what he was with the bloodline? Now, listen, that's kind of why he got over so fast. But to do that, you have to literally redo all the shit you did to get Jay where he's at today. Now, to some, they probably don't give a fuck. It's cool. Do your thing. I've been waiting to see Jay go back to OJ Uso bloodline, you know, you know, right hand man Jey Uso for a minute. I've been waiting for him to crash the fuck out like he has. But for those that actually are watching Jay, fuck with Jay, do the yeet shit with Jay, it's kind of hard to explain Jay crashing the fuck out. It's kind of hard to explain it because to the people that are in the building, these kids that wears glasses and shit, why is he sparing LA Knight? LA Knight just wants to help him. Why is he sparing him? It's hard to understand that shit. That is why I say, are you really willing to kill the golden goose? Because if you are, then go all the fucking way with this shit. You can't back the fuck out of it. You gotta go all the way with this shit. When he did what he did last week in Paris, where he was like, nah, I'm not running it back. I'm not doing that shit. You gotta start doing that shit more. He gotta be like, nah, I ain't doing that run that back shit. Fuck that. We need to handle business. That that right there is a clear sign that you are telling us he is no longer the Yeet Man. He is the Usos, and he is also Jey Uso. He is no longer Yeet Man. He is on his fucking own. He's back to being who he's always been. If that he's right hand man, he's main event Jey Uso. He is that dude. So if that is the case, you gotta be willing and ready to 100% kill the golden goose, which is Jey Uso Yeet. You got to be ready to kill it. So if you are officially ready to kill Yeet, then go all the way. I got no problems with that. Do it. If you feel like you can do this and it will be successful and you will be cool with this, do it. Because you can't do both. You can't have one foot in the Yeet world and then also trying to still be this crash out human being. It's got to be one or the other, nigga. And it seems like you're leaning towards the crash out right hand man Jey Uso. So if that is the case, do it. Everybody's like, he's gonna be both. No, you can't be both. You can't be eating with everybody and then spear LA Knight. That don't work. You can't be eating with everybody and then turn on CM Punk. That don't work. It's got to be a clear cut. We are moving in this direction. And Jimmy is the one that's going to be trying to calm him down, get him. Hey man, listen to me, chill. If that is the case, and whenever Roman comes back, Roman's going to have to deal with that because he's the one that told Jay to stop being so goddamn friendly to everybody. But Jay is going to turn into Roman, and eventually he's going to look at his family as an obstacle. And they don't want him to shine, and they don't want him to be the guy, and they don't want him to get the title back. And he's going to turn it on them eventually. So we shall see. AEW. Wait, before I get to that, AJ Styles. Listen, he cut this promo last night. It was amazing. It was incredible. Immediately, people on social media started being like, "Oh, he's talking about Triple H." Really, nigga? He's talking about Triple H in a WWE ring with a WWE microphone. Even CM Punk had to get clearance to do the pipe bomb. What are you talking about, bro? I think they gave him microphones like, "Hey, man, speak your mind. Do your thing. Go." I don't know where this goes. You can see the lone wolf of AJ Styles, which he was in TNA. I can see that come back in WWE. I would not mind it, actually. I think it was pretty good work that he did with that. I would not mind that. He actually ended up winning the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, by the way, by the end of that situation. He had to, of course, he dropped it. He left it because he, left TNA. But he was a TNA World Heavyweight Champion with that character. So let's see what happens. Dominic Mysterio is. I want to also say this: SmackDown sucks. Last Friday night was an anomaly. If you have something to do Friday night, I expect you to go do that shit. Now, if you're a wrestling fan, like a real wrestling fan, you're probably gonna do what I'm gonna do, which is watch Worlds Collide. I'm not watching Friday Night SmackDown. Last Friday night was a fucking anomaly. I don't want to hear Brock Lesnar talk. I don't give a fuck about Brock Lesnar talking. Is he gonna tell me why he decided to come after John Cena? Is this just a one-off? Is he here for a very long time, or is he just here for another couple for at least a year, and then he's gonna retire in Minnesota at SummerSlam next year? What is it? What's going on? Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. Great. That shit should have been a match at WrestlePalooza. I don't care that Cody Rhodes is coming back. If he's just gonna have a title match with Drew McIntyre with no fucking story, that's very stupid. That's very dumb. You're just gonna have a fucking title match with no story? That's very fucking stupid. This should have been a match at WrestlePalooza. Randy and Drew. Winner gets Cody at Clash Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. You had enough time for Cody to come back, get acclimated with the roster again, get the people back. But no, that's not what the fuck you did. You're gonna have Drew and Cody for the WWE Championship for no fucking reason at all. And then you got Tiffany and Jay Cargill. I saw that match at SummerSlam. It might be better this time around. I do not give a fuck. I do not want to watch it. I do not care. Friday Night SmackDown is a complete and utter fucking waste of time and energy. Do not watch it. If you're like me, Friday, I'm probably going to be on YouTube watching Worlds Collide. It's way easier to watch and it's way simpler. I'd rather watch Dime and Vikingo than fucking Jade and fucking Tiffany. I'd rather watch Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana versus Roxanne and fucking Finn Balor. Like I don't care. Ethan Page is fighting, I think, Dragon Lee and some other people. I forgot. I had to go look at the graphic again. I'd rather watch that. Like there is not this. I do not care about SmackDown. SmackDown was a complete and utter anomaly this last week. Do not get it twisted. And I actually think SmackDown was good last fucking week. I like the Aleister Black match and Aleister and Damian Priest match. I thought it was really good. Julian Meechin went on a little bit too damn long for me personally. I just like who the fuck believes Meechin is gonna beat Julia? Like let's get real. They have absolutely single-handedly killed their tag team division. The best tag team division in all of wrestling, and you fucking killed it. You killed it. You dead shot it because you put the belts on a Wyatt Six, and I don't give a single solitary fuck about the Wyatt Six. Oh, Brandon, when Bo Dallas takes the stuff off and he takes the Uncle Hottie shit off and he just Bo Dallas. All right, nigga, would let him be Bo Dallas and stop doing the Uncle Hottie shit, nigga. That's the way it's supposed to go then. Because that's the one that gets you the most reaction. That's probably the one you should probably go with. The Y6 is a dead fucking faction. I do not give a single solitary fuck about the Y6. And you decide to kill your whole tag team division for a faction that's been dead for 6 fucking months? What the And then you teasing the Street Profits breaking? What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? SmackDown's a complete and utter fucking dud. It's so fucking boring. If you have something better to do, what's your time? Go do it. If you got a concert, you got a sporting event, you got a family function, If you just want to play Nokia for 2 hours, play Nokia for 2 fucking hours and just where the fuck the function? Like just do that. Like it will be way fucking better than watching fucking Friday Night SmackDown on Friday. It's fucking boring. It's fucking asinine and it's stupid. Your top champion is not even on fucking TV. The characters that's supposed to carry it isn't even there either. I fucking yes. AEW. Oh, you ain't exempt, nigga. You ain't exempt either, motherfucker. I posted on off the mic sports network on YouTube. I posted on his video he posted after AJ Lee came back last Friday. And I said that this may be the beginning of the end of AEW. And of course, you know, you have a AEW sicko in the comment with me, and he was like, it's not over. It's whatever. Do your thing. Do your thing. September 20th. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. It's nothing WWE is doing to AEW. The AEW is not doing to themselves. You know what's gonna kill AEW? AEW. Their fans. Tony Khan. The wrestlers. They're gonna kill AEW. WWE ain't gotta do shit. They just gotta sit and wait. September 20th is the beginning. It's already starting, but it's the beginning. AEW is fucked. Super duper fucked. And I'll tell you why. It's not that WWE do. Okay, AJ Lee's back. But AEW fans didn't give a fuck. They don't care. They weren't watching that shit to begin with. Brock Lesnar's back. Who gives a fuck? They weren't watching that shit to begin with. Y'all are now. This is why I say AEW is killing AEW. And AEW is going to pretty much be a debt now. It's going to be a casket for AEW on September 20th because of AEW. Instead of y'all keeping your promise of, yeah, I know. Well, it's still on the same day, Brandon. It's just a different time. You are showing your wrestlers that you are fucking afraid. AEW never used to be like this. They never used to be afraid. You are the best, right? You are the best wrestle, and yet you are running like bitches. You wanted this. This is what you wanted. You wanted to prove you are the best wrestle. You have the perfect opportunity September 20th. And instead, you ran. You ran. They didn't run. They're just giving people more an option to watch wrestling. Bruh, if I gotta pay 40 fucking dollars to watch wrestling over 30 fucking dollars later on that night, I'm not paying 70 fucking dollars to watch wrestling. I'm watching one fucking show, and that's the end of it. So even though WrestlePalooza comes on later that fucking night, I'm pretty fucking sure if you're a casual wrestling fan, I'm pretty fucking sure I can tell you right now what you're probably gonna watch, and that's Wrestle fucking Palooza. If I gotta pay $30 for one event, it's gonna be that. You are killing your own company, and it came in threes. It came in threes. The first one, you finally announced the deal that you are going to partner with HBO Max, but you decide to still charge people money to watch the pay per view. We're gonna knock $10 off the price, which is what the pay per view is. What, like $10? It was like $50, $60. You knocked it down to what, $50, $40 for people. Wow! Like I said, WrestlePalooza is 30. It's fucking 30. So you, even in that sense, fucked up. Okay. You announced the deal. You're still charging people. You have to act. You have to get to the app. You have to sign up for the app, and then you still have to pay another fucking $40 to get the damn pay per view. Okay, that's stupid. Second, you move the time of the pay per view. Now, again, I've just told you, in their minds, it's like, well, we're giving people an option. They get to compare our show to theirs. That's why we're moving it up. That's very fucking stupid, and I don't believe you. I think you moved the time because you knew you were gonna get your ass whooped, and nobody was gonna watch your show, and all the wrestling bloggers, all the wrestling journalists was not gonna be talking about fucking AEW, and they were not gonna be covering your fucking show. So instead of you getting looked like a fucking idiot for putting that damn show on against WWE, you move it a couple hours earlier, and it still won't be fucking enough. Because as much as you probably are thinking, AEW fans are probably thinking, well, we're gonna have the better show because this is one of the best wrestle. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? You are not even trying to prove that this is what the best wrestle because your owner, your leader, has told y'all he don't even believe that y'all show is going to succeed. He moved y'all on. He moved y'all show because he didn't trust that y'all show would even get people would even give a fuck about y'all show. That's your fearless leader. Don't even have faith in you guys anymore. That's two. Third, your ratings are slipping. Now, granted, you'll sit there and probably say, oh, but that's just a one off. We're going to come back stronger next week. In what world? Yeah, you might do 500,000. You might do 545,000. You might ignite other people that saw the numbers of 472,000 in the ratings, and they might be like, oh, we gotta watch AEW now. And then what? Now people know you use the Big Bang Theory as a rating metric. Nobody cares. You've had MJF off of TV. Oh well, Brandon, he showed up at Collision. Who the fuck watches Collision? Who the fuck watches Collision? That's like watching Friday Night SmackDown. Who the fuck watching that shit? I ain't watching that shit. Especially on a Saturday with actual football being played now. No, you can miss me with that shit. And then on top of that, this is how stupid this shit is. You realize that they have college football on TNT now. They have college football on TNT now. It's what the Big 12, so you're lucky enough to have it on the Big 12. But you have college football on TNT, which means if they had to have a game earlier in the day, they're 9 out of 10 going to have the game on, and that means Collision is either going to be pushed to a later time that day, where nobody sees it, or you're going to have to move to the Thursdays, where you know you're going up against football on a Thursday, and nobody's going to watch it. This is the problem I got with AEW fans. Collision and Dynamite, your flagship show, could barely bring in 500,000 people. Fuck HBO Max. I know that's the first thing y'all gonna sit here and say, well, HBO Max. Shut the fuck up. This is the thing that people do not understand. Once you start to have a moment of slippage in your ratings, that's a problem. You went from 600 some thousand viewers, a million in 5 years. You're now to 472,000 viewers in a fucking TV, bro. That's not good, man. It's not fucking good, man. And you can write it however you want to write it, and you can sell it how you want to sell it, and you can spin it how you want to spin it. But that is not a good fucking thing. It's nothing that WWE is doing to y'all that y'all not doing to y'all fucking selves. Y'all are doing what? Fucking residencies and all this other shit. Y'all are doing it to yourselves. and you blaming fans that have to talk about your product. And when we talk about your product, you want to sit here and act like we can't talk about your product. AEW, Saturday, September 20th. Enjoy the moment. Soak it the fuck in. Because if WrestlePalooza goes the way that it might go, I don't think you guys survive this shit. It's not this to y'all. It's really not. But the fans are not even gonna listen because you just gonna take it as, oh, you're just talking negatively, bro. I'm doing this shit because y'all don't want to. I'm talking like this because y'all don't want to admit it to yourselves that y'all fucking show, y'all company, the one y'all love so near and dear, might be dying right in front of your fucking eyes. And instead of you acknowledging it, literally acknowledging it, you want to blame every fucking body for why we have to talk about it. Because you won't. Because you won't. That's why. You won't. So people like me have to. It's not negative. It's just reality. It's not negative. It's reality. And the more you try to act like it's not, the faster your shit sink. I'm not hoping AEW dies. I don't want it to. But it's y'all fault if it does. It's not mine. It's not WWE's. It's y'all's. Because you didn't want to acknowledge the problem from the fucking get-go. And that's the goddamn problem right there. Anyway, that's the end. This is Wrestling Life. Peace.